Welcome to the Curious Souls podcast.
This episode is part of our transmission series.
What you're about to hear was recorded live at one of our ceremonies.
We open each ceremony with a theme,
A framework or a mind map that helps us explore the terrain of our consciousness.
We offer this transmission to you as a window into this space.
We hope it enriches you with new perspectives and awakens your curiosity.
You ready?
Let's dance.
It's just weird. It's just weird. It's the closest towel I can find.
All right. So guys, the invitation for this weekend, above all, is to just be. Like, seriously. Like, we need to be a lot of different things and do a lot of different places, and it's fairly rare that we get to be the way I hope that we feel free and comfortable to be here together over the next couple of days. So there's really no expectation for you to perform, for any miracles to happen, for you to have the most profound journey that you've ever had. What will come will come. I think feeling safe and expressing ourselves and witnessing others and allowing them to witness us is really strong medicine in itself. It's a lot of vulnerability just being in a space like this together. And I find it to be really healing, especially when we have a beautiful group of men that respect and, honor each other in the space. For me, that's actually the most profound part of this. The strongest medicine for me in all of this is the brotherhood. It's the being in communion, being in connection, getting to be ourselves, and getting to explore and try things and finding out that it's okay. I'm constantly, especially in the ceremonial space, discovering that it's okay for me to be me. And I've been doing it, no matter how long I do this, there's another layer of myself that I wasn't even aware that I'm holding back. And at some point, that part of me feels safe enough to show up, to just let go and express itself. And in these spaces that we hold and co-create, it's just so beautiful because every time that part of me comes up, I feel welcomed. And I hope that we all have that experience. That's always the biggest invitation and framework in Power of Brotherhood. And each time, the moment I schedule a Power of Brotherhood, I'm in a process until the moment I get here. I'm feeling into what's been alive for me, what I feel in the field. I'm in contact with many of you over time, so it's like what's alive in each of us. And every time I prepare a full thing to the T, and every single time so far, it changes within the 24, 48 hours of me entering the space because I start feeling the field stronger. And what's been very much alive for me and in the field is death. And I don't know how much of it is present for each of you, but I know for some of you, death. And death means different things to different people. And in the way that we create our reality through meaning making, we can see what is our relationship, what story am I holding about death. For the most part, our culture holds a story of failure. It's like our whole culture is like, how do we beat death? And so if death means failure, then there's usually a lot of shame around it. I want to invite a different perspective on death. For something to change, something in its original state has to die, right? It can't maintain the same state and change at the same time. If the only constant is change, and virtually life is defined by change, if something is not changing, it is not alive. Then it flips the whole thing potentially on its head. And if what I want to invite and change in my life, then what will help evolution is letting go, which is a death. It's loss. It's letting the structure go. For some of us, it's an ego. It's a way that we've built ourselves to survive and be presented in the world over time. It's how we show up at work. It's how we made friends. It's how we became successful. And for some of us, like myself, I fucking met the limit of, got emotional, of the ego that I had built. For each of us, death is going to mean something else. But I believe all of us are experiencing a lot of change and a lot of transition in these periods of our life. In the workplace, at home, etc. And it's very common for us to try to hold on. So most of us are holding on to a lot. In our bodies, in our minds, etc. And it's okay. We hold on because we're afraid to lose. We're afraid of the unknown. There's a lot of comfort in familiarity and knowing what to expect. Yet life does not thrive that way. So the invitation is to, as we go through rituals and experiences, is to have this perspective. And the invitation is actually to notice the small changes you want to make. It's very common in this space of journey and transformation. The ego wants the big change. It's like you want to flip a switch and I'll never that person again. I don't find it to work very often. The invitation is to notice what small behavior, what's one thing I can do that creates a little bit more of what I want? And what's a behavior that I want to stop doing? And just throughout today, as we move through things, just notice the small things. Dial a little bit this way, dial a little bit that way. No matter which way you turn the dial, something is dying. And something new is being created. Okay?
Beautiful.
You should say that at funerals. Honestly.
Yeah.
It made like everybody feel better.
In this last adulthood session, this ceremony was around death. And ever since, cats, people, my ego, and all these things have been dying. Physically, death is an end in this life. It is the end of this physical form, or life in this body. But if we define life as an end, it's very sad. The truth is, death is a transition. Because energy cannot be created or destroyed. At least that's the belief and that's my experience. Everything is transforming all the time. And yeah, from this place, death becomes less sad. And it's like, wow, this soul is transitioning. Wow. And the truth is, as our consciousness changes today, from moment to moment, but especially as we invite the medicine, we're transitioning. Okay.
Even if I beg, 3414.
You've just heard an opening transmission from one of our ceremonies.
Wait, before we move on, we invite you to reflect on your experience.
Here are a few questions that may help.
What did you feel?
Did you have any realizations?
Was there something that triggered you?
We invite you to pay extra attention to this.
If this transmission resonated with you,
You're welcome to share it with someone you love.
and listen to others on our channel.
And if you're curious what it's like to sit in a room with us,
You can explore our upcoming ceremonies, retreats,
and our 9-month pilgrimage called Adulthood at CuriousSouls.fun.
Thank you for dancing with us. This was fun.